Hello, John Talley here with Partzilla.com. Today I'm going to show you how to change out your front brake pads on our 2016 Polaris Ranger 900 XP. Pretty simple to do. Give me a couple of minutes to get this behemoth lifted up, take off that front tire, and I'll show you how to get it done. Alright guys, this is going to be a skill level 1, so it's not going to be that tough. Let's go over some of the tools that you're going to need to pull this off. Really short list. 5mm Allen, 15mm socket, a 19mm socket, a decent 3/8 ratchet, a good torque wrench, a breaker bar, and then a C-clamp. You'll see how that comes into play later. Now as far as the parts, if you would reference our parts diagrams, that'll give you an exploded view of what we're going to be working on. That way you can go ahead and place your order to get the pieces that you're going to need to fix this successfully. So once you've got your tools and your parts together, we can go over to the machine and I can show you how to get it done. All right, before we get it lifted up, I want to go ahead and at least break these loose. But don't remove them all the way. I mean, I'm going to use the jack to lift it up, and then I will be using jack stands because this thing is basically, well, a car. I mean, it weighs right at 1,400 pounds. I don't know about you, but I'm not going to trust just the jack to hold it in place. I'm actually going to get the jack stands up under it as well. There. All right, let's go ahead and get this tire the rest of the way off. All right, just doing an initial inspection. The rotor looks to be good. The pads, they're getting pretty worn, so it was definitely time to go ahead and get them replaced. All right, first thing we need to do is back out on this pad adjuster. Do it a couple of turns. You can just go ahead and take it all the way out. Either way, we'll go ahead and back it out. So what I typically like to do is when I get to put it back together, you're going to go all the way in and then back it out about half a turn. And since I don't want it to fall all the way out, I typically put some either blue or red Loctite on it, just to make sure it doesn't fall all the way out. All right, with that, we can go ahead and remove our caliper bracket from the hub itself. And these are 15mm. We'll just bring off the entire assembly. When you do this, be careful not to pull on the brake line too hard. I mean, it can stand to be moved around a little bit, but you don't want to yank it real hard and damage it. Now we want to set it up here. And just using a regular C-clamp, we're going to push the pistons back in. You may have to go side to side like I'm having to do. All right, we'll set that all the way back. Now, push your carrier all the way in. Now you can just lift the pads off, like that. All right, before we put it back together, we want to inspect these boots, make sure there's no rips in them. Tell you what, we're going to pull these all the way out, and take the boots off, clean them up a little bit, and then re-grease these pins and put it back together. If any dirt gets in there, your caliper isn't going to move smoothly. So we want to make sure that this is greased and clean. I know that's an oxymoron, but yeah. Full of grease, free of dirt. There we go. The type of grease, this one's actually made by Kawasaki. Love this stuff. It's waterproof and high temperature, and that's what you're looking for. All right, what I'm doing here is just using a pick tool on the inside to get that over that edge. Kind of rotate it to make sure it's grabbed that inner edge all the way around. Right, now, need to do the same thing for that edge on the caliper bracket. Be very careful not to poke a hole in it. Just want to lift it up over the edge while you're pushing in. Now, let's go ahead and grab our new brake pads and get them in. They're exact copies of each other, so there isn't an inside and an outside. Open them up just a tick and slide them back over that rotor. Now we can get the carrier bolts back in. All right, they're snugged down. Let's go ahead and torque them. And these actually want 30 foot-pounds. All right, before you put in your pad adjustment screw, let's go ahead and pump the brakes back up and then we'll set it. Now we're going to take just a little bit of thread locker, take it all the way in till the bottom's out, and then back it up half a turn. So that's bottomed, so right there. All right, caliper set up and ready to go. Now let's just get that tire back on there. Get these things torqued down. you may want to go ahead and set your machine down, but actually I want to go ahead and get this one finished because this is very important. If you have a unit like this one that has aluminum wheels, here's what you have to do. You initially take it to 30 foot-pounds, then you actually take it an additional 90 degrees. Now if you had the steel wheels, you just take it to 36 foot-pounds and you're done. But the aluminum requires a little bit more. So I'd recommend, just go ahead and dropping it down and torquing it while it's sitting on the ground. I still have that other side to do, so I'm going to have somebody just hold the brakes, and I'm going to go ahead and set the torque on this one. All right, so we've got our 30 foot-pounds. Now we need to take it another 90 degrees. So it's from here up to about right here. So get you a mark, and away we go. All right, release it. All right, take it. Release. Take it. All right, that is torqued like it's supposed to be. So if you've just been putting your wheels on just with a 3/8 inch ratchet, I guarantee you haven't been getting them tight enough. That's what it takes to do it. All right, we just need to do the other three. All right, guys, that pretty much wraps up this side. The other side is the exact same procedure, even have the same part number. Now once you've finished it and you've lowered your vehicle back down, take it out and actually bed the brakes in. The process is actually running it up to about 30 miles an hour and bringing it down to not a complete stop, but slowing it down. You want to do that about 5 or 6 times and then let the machine cool off as far as the rotors. Once you've done that, you're going to be ready to go. Listen, if you need any of the parts that we use to do this, why don't you come see us at Partzilla.com and we can get you taken care of. If you have any questions or comments, leave them in the section below and I'll do my best to answer them. Until next time, we just want to say thanks for watching.